Hi everyone, this is Shara Puchak with Sublimation for Beginners and Beyond Facebook group. Okay, so I'm here to share another video with you. This is going to be done on probably my favorite wood, which is the basswood planks. I just love the way it looks. I am going to show you, for those who may not have seen, I'm going to show you. This is done, and I love the way this came out. This was this is on the glossy. This is on the matte finish, and they both just came out beautiful. So just want to make sure you can see them. So, but there was challenges, and the challenges were that they were bubbling up. That the laminate was bubbling up. So this is this is the laminate for the this is for the matte finish. I got this at Lamination Depot, and then we also have one for the glossy. And I mean, they really it absolutely comes out beautiful. I'm going to do something a little bit differently than I did before, and actually okay, I need to get my glossy over here. Okay, so let me move this. So this is what you are going to need. You're going to need a roller, your lint roller, some scissors, an X-Acto knife, your gloves, your image. That's going to be beautiful. Your image and your parchment paper. You're also going to need, and we'll get into that in just a minute. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to open this up. And the reason for my lint roller is because you get all these bark crumbs, if you will, and you really need to have a clean when you're getting to see all that stuff. Okay, so get rid of that. You're definitely going to want your your wood to be clean of debris. And the best way that I know is to use a lint roller on it. So I'm going to lint roll it. And you will be surprised what comes off. So there you have it. I will just cover this up for now. I may need it back. Okay, so that wood is peeling a little bit, but it should be okay. Okay, so now I'm going to take my roll of glossy paper. I love the glossy on it. So I'm going to use the glossy. Okay. So it's slippery. Okay. So now the difference is what I'm going to do differently. We'll see here in just a moment. So just want to make sure I'm not undercutting it here. Some of this you're going to cut off, but it's important that you get the right size. So because it was bubbling, and this is not the easiest to use the X-Acto knife on it once it's done, you're going to want to cut it closer than I normally would. So what I'm going to do, I want to line this up nicely on here. So just take this for a second. Okay, so I'm going to line this up right here just to get a straight edge. Doesn't have to be perfect, obviously. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I want to just get a pretty even straight edge there. Okay. And then I'm only going to have it up to here. I'm not going to put it too much further. It is going to shrink a little bit, and I don't really care if it's totally on there. I just don't want it really hanging off the sides. So let's see. Okay, so now I'm going to cut this side. It's not hard to do this, but the because this is not like a straight piece of wood, and now, and making sure that this didn't move. I want to get as close to the edge as I can without going over. Now, as you know, on the other ones, I've gone over, but I don't want to do that on this. This I'm just going to turn over. Wow, this wood is already cracking. Well, this wood was cracked, I guess I should say. I'm going to cut off the excess here. See if I can do it hard enough there. Let's toss this aside. This might seem a little long and tedious, but it will be worth it in the end. Trust me. Okay. So I'm going to take it on the edge here so I can get a good cut. These scissors are so awesome. I got them at Michael's years ago, and they're just a really sharp pair of scissors. Use my X-Acto knife because I'm not getting close enough to it. Okay, I don't know what's going to happen in terms of this this wood splitting. You know, I'm doing this live, but what I can tell you is that it's going to save you a lot of headaches in the end to have this done right, you know, with the wood being cut. Okay, so now I'm going to leave a tiny bit, tiny bit, because it is going to shrink a little bit. Okay, so here we go. And you know, for those who know me, you know, I can be a little bit anal when it comes to getting things right. So I want to get this right. Now, you know, again, I've kind of learned a little bit of doing the other ones. It does not like moisture. So there's a lot of moisture in it, and so you you have to absorb that moisture. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's pretty doggone close. Okay, so this is good. Let's just do this edge here. It's so funny because you think you're cutting it, and it's actually getting on the wood instead. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, set that aside. I'm gonna clean up my little mess here. Work with that. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to do this at 350 for 150 seconds. Let me put this aside. And again, I have to get rid of all these crumbs everywhere because they are everywhere. Wow. It just gets worse. It's got dandruff. Okay, I'm going to take it over to the heat press. Now, I want you to notice that I have a polyester under, and that's to absorb the moisture. Putting this down, I'm going to have polyester on top to absorb the moisture. Let me straighten this out a little bit. You don't want this to be too heavy. I would say medium pressure. I'm going to put a piece of parchment paper on top of that. Okay, so this is a 3, but I'm going to make it a little bit more. And then we will let it go for 150 seconds. And then we will have our image, and I'm probably going to just cut a little bit, just so I know the placement of my image. Seconds. All right, now I'm going to spray it, and well, actually, I'm not going to spray it yet because I want to see my placement. This is, I mean, this comes out so beautiful. So we have 20 seconds. And 20 seconds is a long time when you're waiting. Okay, all right. Let's see how we did. Oh, I need my gloves. You definitely want to wear gloves with this, for sure. And the reason is because one may, this came out beautiful. Oh my gosh. Absolutely beautiful. perfection. Okay, we're going to put that right back. It's peeling like crazy though, the bark. But I must tell you that I've had this for years. So I used to do a lot of stuff with this. And so, you know, I tend to collect supplies. Imagine that. I know none of you can relate to that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, going to check my placement on this. And it's not going to fit perfectly, but that's okay. As long as I get the majority of it on here, I'm going to be happy. Okay, so I see. All right, now you want to spray it because you want to make sure that if it didn't, you know, we're going to do it for 130 seconds, I believe. So just in case it didn't come out exactly, let me make sure I get my. Just in case it didn't come out perfectly. I have to make sure my basket's lined up. Yes, pretty good to me. Something that's not crooked. It's hard to tell like that. Okay. Now we're going to put this back. Remember, I think it's, you know, we want medium pressure. And let's do it. And let's see. Well, we're going to want these gloves back on for sure because it gets really, really hot. And now I'm going to put this aside and I'm going to bring up my glass so I can put it on that. Again, it doesn't like moisture, so it has a lot in it, and so it's important that, like, I'm going to put the poly in here so it will absorb some of that because it's so hot. But I want you guys to see it. And I have it at a 3 right now. So definitely the key would be not, you know, not too much pressure, making sure that you have the poly on it. Okay, let's see. I'm going to take pictures because I'm actually, okay, let's see. That's all right, let's do it. Here's the reveal. Let's make sure that it transferred well. Oh boy. It is a beauty. It's absolutely beautiful. There you have it, folks. I don't know if you can see it well or not, but it is truly a beauty. So just, you know, you just want to make sure that it's not going to bubble anywhere. Could be a little. Golly, did that come out absolutely stunning. So there you have it. Be sure to, if you like this video, to give me a like, share it. Thank you for watching. And, you know, if you have any questions, leave a comment. I'm happy to help in any way that I can.